The Bears take a chance on Chargers 2023 fifth rounder signing guard Jordan McFadden. In what came as somewhat of a shocking move yesterday, the Chargers released their 2023 fifth round pick just a day before the NFL playoffs begin. McFadden was a healthy scratch most of the season, but most people still did not expect him to be released. He was Clemson's left tackle and a highly regarded draft prospect just last year. He is only 25 years old and scored a 7.68 on his relative athletic score. McFadden played 5 seasons at Clemson, all at offensive tackle, rotating between the left and right side. The biggest reason he was moved to guard in the NFL and why he fell down draft boards is due to his lack of height. After measuring in at only 6'2" at the NFL Combine, his chances of playing tackle in the NFL quickly diminished. So he wound up falling to the fifth round, got drafted by the Chargers, and was moved inside to guard. As a rookie last season, he had 2 starts, and he played in 12 games total with a total of 162 snaps. It wasn't until week 17 he got his first start of his career against the Broncos, and he graded out with a great game, allowing 0 pressures or sacks and getting an 83.3 grade from PFF, a nice debut for the rookie. Then his second start was against the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, and he had the first struggles of his career, allowing 5 pressures and 1 sack. But after allowing just a single sack, he hasn't saw action in the NFL since. He only saw 1 snap this entire season, and now he's been cut and is a Chicago Bear. Looking from the outside looking in, this looks like another great low risk, high reward signing. McFadden doesn't hurt us. He's a low cost addition and is a guy who was highly touted by scouts just 2 years ago. And on top of that, we need all the offensive line help we can get. But this is a guy who needs to continue developing. But I do have some reservations here. Look, we've been burnt in the past by these low risk, high reward moves, and there's more to this one. Tell me if this move doesn't feel reminiscent of the Alex Leatherwood edition in some ways. Now, no, McFadden wasn't a first rounder like Leatherwood, but similarly, he got cut in his second season and then joins the Chicago Bears. We all know how the first one worked out, so my question here is, with the Chargers having some offensive linemen banged up and they're getting ready to head to the postseason, let's remember now, the Chargers are a playoff team and their season isn't even over yet, and they still chose to cut this guy rather than keeping him on the 53-man roster. There are multiple reports suggesting that the Chargers wanted to bring him back to the practice squad. Sometimes it's just a numbers game in the NFL. But look, the bottom line here is that Jim Harbaugh's over there coaching the Chargers, and he chose to let this guy walk. It kind of dampens the entire signing for me. Now, he is still a young guy with some upside and potential in the NFL, but I just don't want to get too excited and overrate him. The biggest question remains, what happens going forward with Tevin Jenkins, and what's Ryan Poles' plan to fix this offensive line? I'll have all that and more covered this offseason. I appreciate everyone who watches. Please remember to hit that like button for me. Stay tuned, guys, and until next time, bear down.